was at Sephora and I ran into these 3 women. Oh my God, we want your list of beauty products. What are the steps? And it occurred to me that as we get marketed so many things that all sound good, we have different choices to make. But if we take it step by step, then we can make choices per step. Let's go. So you wash your face, a spray toner, then under eye cream. For me, I like a really rich, hydrating under eye cream. If you are oily, or your skin gets greasy, you could use one that's like a gel or mattifying, but I like to feed the face. Next step is serum. During the day, I'm a vitamin C serum person. I do this all year round. I like one to have at least 15% vitamin C. That could be your only serum if you want, but if you want something extra hydrating, you could do a serum that's hyaluronic, peptides, you could do a face oil, you could do whatever you want. And a lot of these steps have SPF in them. So you could buy an SPF serum, SPF tinted moisturizer. You gotta choose where you're gonna use your SPF, and you can layer it, but we don't want too much stuff on our face. So then you could go into your face now with just the moisturizer. I'm gonna use this serum because it glows. It doesn't matter what product either. This is about the steps. The vitamin C is critical. The SPF is critical. Here's where it gets tricky. If you're not putting makeup on for the day, you could just go into your moisturizer step. If you are putting makeup on for the day, you might not want so many steps because you have so much stuff into your face. I always use a rich hydrating moisturizer. This moisturizer could be where your SPF lies. In the summer, you might want both steps to have SPF. If you know you're going to put makeup on and you have rich hydrating foundation or tinted moisturizer, you can skip the hydration step. I am a layerer, so I will do this now, and then when I do my makeup later, I'll spray, and then I'll start the process. That'll be in step 2. Let's review. Spray tone, under eye cream, some version of a serum, your moisturizer. See how my skin is hydrated and fed? That's how I roll. This was step 1, prep the skin. So from skincare to setting spray, this is the routine. We did the skincare process. Our skin is prepped, we have SPF on, we are ready to put makeup on. What's the next step? This is a confusing step for people. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Are you a person who wants a blurring primer? And if you want blurring, you may have like porous textured skin and you want a veil, or you may just wanna make sure that the makeup is gonna stick and then it's like a gel type primer. Elf has one, etc. It's a different kind of veil, but it's mattifying. If you're me, you want either a serum that's going to hydrate and make your skin illuminated, or you want some sort of a glowy and it gives a little bit of coverage, or you want something a little more strong, which is like Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Kevin Aucoin has their version, or Elf has the Halo Glow. This is going to give a little more coverage and give you an underglow, but it's like the first step to foundation. I'm going to use this glowy first step primer because I'm a glow girl. Use your hands and you can use a brush. This should feel hydrating, soothing, and give you one little layer of glow. It's just a hint of color. And if you want a little of both, you could mix this with one of these mattifying ones, or you could layer them. You know, you can definitely layer products. SPF into your moisturizer, or your foundation, or this primer. You could do that. That's the thing. People don't realize you can make most things work for you. That's why the women are getting confused about the steps, because they are just very little, and I get it. I have 5 things I could use for this one step. I'm just choosing today to wear red shoes versus green. That's your primer step. And right before that step, spray tone, just so the primer really adheres. I just use a toner moisturizer, but if it's later in the day and you've just decided to do your makeup, use a wipe, make sure your face is clean, spray tone, then prime. We did skincare, we did priming. Now we're going to correct. This is the correcting step. Your skin is sort of prepped and you're about to do concealer and foundation. And you have black circles, discoloration, you have a pimple that's drying up and still red, you look like a panda like I do, you have little marks from your sunglasses or little blood vessels or some problem, rosacea, whatever your problem is. This is the correcting step. Now it's different for everyone, so one size does not fit all. Another reason why everyone gets confused. You have to find out, do you have redness? Do you have rosacea? Do you have purple dark under eyes? What do you have? So there are corrector palettes that come in creams in all these different colors. and green and purple. So I just use a corrector that has a peachy tone and will get rid of my redness and my dark circles. Another more severe one is L'Oreal Prime Lab. It's a brighter orange. It neutralizes the color, which you could add this to any of your concealers to correct. So now we've sort of like given ourselves a blank concealer canvas. Concealer and corrector are not necessarily the same thing. They can function similarly like bronzer and contour, but they're not the same thing. Corrector is just to correct, and then you're going to conceal. That's the corrector step. This is the foundation creamy coverage step. There are products with light coverage, medium coverage, full coverage. Full coverage is you are going to an event. It needs to pack a punch. I very rarely do that. In the creamy coverage step, you can choose a balm, a foundation, a tinted moisturizer, a veil, a CC cream. Any of these can have SPF in them. Any of them can be combined with SPF. So don't get caught up in what the color is. You can make it work for you. You are doing color coverage. There are many roads to Rome. I literally like pin the tail on the donkey and just choose one because I like so many of them, and really it's about the process, not as much as the product for me. This is the Laura Geller Hydrating Foundation. I like the fact that it says it's hydrating. I'm gonna believe that. This is the step where you use a foundation brush. There are many different foundation brushes. They should usually be somewhat tight, somewhat fluffy, and blend, like where you can move things around, but there's so many. This is a different one I use. It's a little more for light, not as packed. You also want to think about your color, and I'm not great at that, but you can fix that with powder. You can mix it with other products. This is a step that I learned to love, and it has so many iterations to it that I would not get caught up in it. If you like light, use a tinted moisturizer. If you like heavy, use a full foundation. If you like it to be blurred, use matte. If you want that dewy glowy, use one that's dewy. If you want just a little hint, use a veil. You want to combine them, combine them. This is L'Oreal. It's a tinted serum. It's going to be a little light. This is their balm, which I really have loved since the beginning. It just gives like a smooth, beautiful coverage. There are many roads to Rome. Just make sure you get down to the neck and get all the nooks and crannies. I've tried every high-low foundation this side of the Mississippi, and I had come to the realization that Armani and Dior were the best. Then I went to the drugstore and bought every single foundation they have, and I tried them all. And I got to Neutrogena SPF 20, okay? It literally melts into your skin, and you have an SPF 20 for the summer. Neutrogena is coming in so hot, and this is officially my favorite foundation. Period, full stop, story and film at 11. I've tried every high-low foundation. Some moisturizers at different levels. L'Oreal Hydra Genius. This is from a drugstore. Very luxurious, honestly. Very nice. Proud to put it on my face. Very nice. Good, nice feeling. Not too thick, even though I love thick, but for many of you who don't, but still nourishing. Very good. One of my favorite products is Biologique Recherche. This is a little sample. Cream Pigment 400, but Biologique is a major brand. It's milky, thicker, fantastic. This is called Embryolisse, okay? Lait Creme Concentrate. But this is a great product. Biologique Recherche. An A. I'm going to give the L'Oreal a B+. Embryolisse. This is really good. I'm giving this an A. The reveal is side number 2 is CoverGirl. It had a smoother appearance, a nicer color. It was less like chalk. It felt like the other one wasn't doing it. Like I felt like I still had some like black circles coming through, and the other one felt like it was just like sort of sitting there. I guess that's supposed to be what it's supposed to do. It just felt like smoother. I didn't know powder could do that. I thought powder was you're going to look like you're wearing like a chalk mask, and in fact it smoothed it out, and it smelled nicer. The Chanel one, when I sniffed it in first, it was like a little shocking, and I felt like it wasn't even that it was stronger, because CoverGirl has a scent too. It's fragranced also, but it was very pretty and pleasant and everyday, and just made me feel happy. It's really, really good. So this won't always be the similar result, because there are a lot of amazing brands at a lot of amazing prices, high and low. So let's just see. Okay, I'm scared now. This is Chanel powder. This was the cost of probably a small car. Okay. Oh, it comes with a puff. Thank you for that. And a good one, like a good quality puff. And it comes